A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Mike Conley.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Monk is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward spot. Richard, at what part of the season do these road trips become more grueling?
I'd say right about now. You're over halfway through the season. The aches and pains start to set in. Not being in your bed, though, that can be the toughest part.
Now here's Murray. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Conley finds Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now here's Levine. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Over in the corner, Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Monk kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Levine. Off target from outside. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Just the ultimate scorer down low. Man on him, no problem. Sabonis will make it look easy.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now, here's Monk. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Offensive rebound, Sabonis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
Yep, that one goes. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Murray. Last time out he had 14 points. Monk, no one around him. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. And it's a tie ball game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McDaniels against DeRozan. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Back to Reid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. We don't see that from him very often.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Wizards. Here's DeRozan. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Back to Conley. Sacramento grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Garza's checked in. Joe Ingles comes in for Reed. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Sabonis. Jay Crowder comes in for Murray. Ellis, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Monk. Now here is Carter. Pass to Levine. To the inside. Here's Len. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Both free throws good from Len. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Dillingham, defended by Carter. Ingles finds Alexander Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ellis wide open. Good on the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ellis. Now Alexander Walker. And here's Ingles outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Sacramento. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Joe Ingles. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Garza in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
That's just the bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And here is Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Carter for 3. Dillingham with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. McDaniels got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Minnesota. Carter outside. Here's Levine. Sinks the 15-footer. Levine's got his first bucket of the night. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Crowder following the 3 by Minnesota. Carter outside. Over Dillingham. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Minnesota in the lead. Back to Alexander Walker. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. To the paint. Here's Len. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And the Kings lead by 1.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. Then for the Kings, Sabonis, he's checked in for Len. Isle comes in for Jay Crowder. And Monks subbed in for Ellis. Now, here's Ingles. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 6. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that moment.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Free throw good. Sabonis.
You can tell Sabonis brings a lot of heart to his game. He's serious about winning, but he also knows how to enjoy himself out there with his team.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minod's checked in. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Kings. And Sabonis drops them both. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Edwards. 13 feet away. Sabonis grabs the board. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. And there's the drive. The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been the lead scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And he can't get the first one. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
And the Kings making a change here. Ellis is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So Reed will go to the free throw line. That one on DeRozan. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that one falls for Reed. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Sabonis' screen on Conley. Carter inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Now, here's Reed. 7 points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Edwards against Monk. Like it 6. And Carter has it in the corner over Conley. And it's Carter missing.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play?
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender. And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Keegan Murray comes in for Ellis. And Levine subbed in for Carter. Now here's Levine. Sabonis finds Murray. Outside Levine. Over Edwards. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Levine.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Sabonis against Gobert. Out to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
and so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Shot from free throw range, and it's DeRozan missing. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
I mean, not really. I just assumed they would be an easy win for us, aren't you?
Kenny, now you tripping. You know I always give your teams the business. I know, except in the finals when you swept us.
I should have known not to ask that question. And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, coming up big, making his presence felt in the first half, man.
More bounce to the ounce. He can get airborne and make highlights with the best of them.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Timberwolves leading by 8 on the court for Sacramento. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Murray against Reed. For Murray, off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Monk against Conley. Monk, the pass to LaVine. A beautiful reverse layup. LaVine's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Sacramento. And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. And when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Murray outside. McDaniels against DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Back to Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great instincts and effort. Murray almost always in the right position to make a play.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. On the wing, DeRozan. McDaniels defending. Bean passes to Sabonis. Monk outside. Over Conley. The shot by Monk is no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point game.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Murray outside. Levine against Edwards. Levine dishes to DeRozan. With the fadeaway. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside Conley. Reed in the post. He's covered by Murray. Edwards can't hit. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Monk outside. Outside Levine. Sabonis' screen on Conley. Levine inside the three-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
A more effective playmaker than he gets credit for. Levine solid at sizing up defenses and taking what they give him.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. The Kings also with the sub. Carter, he's checked in for Malik Monk. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Has to go Bear. Here's Alexander Walker. Reed with it. 6 to shoot. From the baseline. Dillingham, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Reed with the block.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his first basket of the night.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Sabonis' screen on McDaniel. To the middle. Fades. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That one is off. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Kings, Lenz checked in for Sabonis. And it's Ellison for Keegan Murray. Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Over in the corner, Ellis. Outside DeRozan. Len sets a screen for DeRozan. All sorts of time. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. The fourth spot held by Zach LaVine.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Hurt in a big way, Greg. The damage they do from three-point range is immense. These are some cold-blooded killers from long range.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Dillingham, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The wide open look here for Ingles. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lenka kicks to LaVine. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Reed gets the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Reed against DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, down by 12. They've got Dillingham. Miller is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves leading by 12. Dillingham with it. Ingles finds Clark. Back to Ingles for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here is Carter. They get a hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Dillingham. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
The Kings trail by 18. Monk outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sabonis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Just doing his job. Sabonis is there to snag the offensive rebound and put it right back.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Working on Ellis. Now, Alexander Walker. No good from outside. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Monk finds Carter. Now, here's Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. It's stolen by Ingles. Launches a three. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Monk outside. Carter for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Then for the Kings, Keegan Murray's checked in for Crowder. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Ellis. And Levine subbed in for Carter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. We'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And finished off by Gobert.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Monk outside. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley against Monk. And it's Conley penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got his first 2 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And that one, good.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulders.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Nice D from Levine. The Kings trail by 15. And here is Murray. Now DeRozan. Guarded by Reed. Now Levine. Outside for Murray. Monk for three. Mike Conley with the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Gobert down low. Murray on him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Conley. Over Monk. Conley's shot is off.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Down low. Here's Murray. Minnesota with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Basket counts.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed with a screen on DeRozan. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Here's Dillingham. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shot the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Naz Reid.